What's going on, guys? Welcome back. It is Sunday over here. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are doing well today. Bitcoin not doing too much, but there is a little bit of a detail you got to be paying attention to, as I've been talking about for the past couple of posts. Could Bitcoin be dropping below 26.5K? That will be a small pullback here, but could it be the start of something bullish, or could it be retesting that low there about 25K, and that's going to be pretty edgy to dropping below and breaking down that double top pattern on the weekly time frame? Catastrophic drop there. Okay, something to be paying attention to. Now we're going to be taking a look into that, how that could affect the altcoins, because a lot of the altcoins did get a pump over this week, over this recent pump from Bitcoin. Let's see if this continues. But the main topic for this post will be about Radix, XRD, see what's going on in this market. Has anything changed since my last post? Is the price action going to continue from this breakout? Going to be checking out some upside and downside price targets for Radix, as well as some key price levels to be paying attention to. I will also be sharing with you guys my personal sentiment and opinions on this market later in this video, so make sure to stay around for that. Now, none of what I'm saying here is financial advice. It's purely my personal opinions and speculations. I am not an elite trader or financial advisor of any sort, even though I am a profitable trader who's been able to keep most of my profits during the last bear market. But I'm looking to crush it here for the next bull cycle. So if you guys feel the same way, hit that like, hit that subscribe button. Let's get right into the charts. So we do have XRD here. Not doing too much today. Over this weekend, not too much has happened, okay, with a lot of the altcoins. I expected something more to happen. But not really much has happened, right? Because Bitcoin had a pretty good pump over the week. Usually, Bitcoin stops moving too much over the weekends, and then you'll see some, at least some movement from the altcoins, but not too much movement over Saturday. Let's see what happens today. I know Friday, at least in terms of my bag, it was some pretty good price action, but yesterday, not so much. Okay. Right now we do have Radix here. Like I said, not doing too much here. I think right now, it is going to be, it's going to be a lot based on Bitcoin. Okay. Which I will get to in just 1 minute after this Radix setup. So based on what I said last time, okay, we were on the 3-day time frame where I said that if this is not a fully formed falling wedge, okay, because we didn't have that second swing to the bottom, okay. So we had one swing to the top, one swing to the bottom, second swing to the top, no second swing to the bottom, to this bottom trend line here. However, it did have this double bottom. It did fail the first time, right? Because it broke down, and then now the price action was once below this level right here at about 5.5 cents area, okay? And then I talked about the second bottom, okay? This second smaller double bottom right here, okay? With bullish divergence on this 3-day time frame, and the measured target out of this double bottom right here would give you approximately, so basically you measure from the neckline, which is about right here, down to the bottom of the pattern, and then you put the measurement on top of the neckline, which will give you approximately, okay, approximately about 7.2, 7.3 cents area, okay? That is a measured target. It's an estimate only. It could be over, under. Do your Google searches on what some of these trading concepts mean. Measure targets, measure moves, falling wedges, double bottom. At the end of the day, you really just want to familiarize yourself with these trading concepts. I think it's very important in order to stay in this game for the long run. You want to be able to educate yourself and be able to judge it for yourself, right? Don't just listen to others, what others have to say, because what others are doing is basically in front of you on this chart. So learn the concepts. I think it's very important. Now, let's take a look into what the price action has done so far, right? So the price action has actually, looks like has actually broken out of this double bottom right here, right? So in terms of a candle close, at least, right? So price action did break out of this double bottom. And then it went as far up as about 6.5 cents area before getting rejected, right? And now it's back down to about that 5.5, 5.6 cents area. Now you can look at this in two ways, right? A breakout would be, a wick or a candle close above this neckline, which was about 6.1 cents area, right? If you're looking for a candle close, right, you don't want to drop back down to this candle close, because the last candle, the highest candle close of this pattern was about 5.6 cents area, okay, from the 3-day candle of August 14th, okay? It looks like you've already got a slight candle close beneath that. It's kind of subjective, right? So, I think, if you actually get a candle close lower than that, that would tell me it's breaking back into the pattern, right? But right now it's pretty subjective. It's not exactly a solid candle close beneath 5.6 cents area, okay? If this price action continues to break and close its candles beneath, I think the last close here was about almost about 5.6 cents area. If it's below 5.5 cents area, I would say this double bottom is invalidated, okay? And that we could be looking at another pattern instead. But, in terms of this previous smaller double bottom pattern here, it did look like it broke out with a break, either a wick or a candle close above about 6.1 cent area, right? However, it's trying to close beneath this 5.6 cent area, which was the highest candle close in that double bottom pattern, okay? So, that's what I'm seeing here, right? If it actually breaks below 5.5 cents area, then we could be looking at another pattern instead, but that's what I'm seeing here, okay? Let's see what it does afterwards. Let's see if we can get any clues on a smaller time frame on what could be happening instead. Because in order to get hints on what could be happening on a higher time frame, I look down to the smaller time frame, okay? If it's the weekly, I typically look down to the daily and see if I can get any clues. Am I getting a bullish trading pattern on the daily time frame in order to give me more clues on what's happening on the weekly time frame? If it's the 3-day time frame, I'll still check on the daily, but even lower, right? So let's check. Yeah, I'm not really seeing a particular pattern here on the 12-hour. Let's check the 6-hour. Could this be a bear flag? No, it's not. The bottom trend line here would be way too flat. It's not a bear flag here. It's something else. Check the 4-hour. Yeah, I mean, I'm not really seeing a particular pattern here. I mean, from maybe an educated guess here, it could be some type of a rounded bottom, right? into a cup and handle, but I'm not really getting a particular pattern here. Could this have been a falling wedge? No, we're gonna just I'm just gonna say my best guess here is gonna be a rounded bottom, okay? Unless we start getting candle closes on the 3-day beneath 5.5 cents area. Let's see if we can even get any earlier signals than that. I'll focus on the 3-day. Or even the daily. I mean, if you want to get an earlier signal, right? That's 5.5 cents area here on this daily time frame. So, I mean, you can see it more clearly that, I mean, we had a close at about 5.5 cents, like a little beneath 5.5 cents. But to me, it's not a solid enough close. Just in my own opinion, it's not a solid enough close to say that it has broken back below the doubled bottom, right, on the 3-day time frame. But on this daily time frame, you can still get a pretty clean look. So if you start getting a daily candle close beneath this candle here, 5.479, this is the KuCoin chart, okay, then it's gonna start to not look good, okay? It's gonna be I'm gonna be leaning towards invalidating this double bottom pattern, and we could be looking at something else instead. Now, let's take a look into some key price levels the price action does need to break out of, right? In order to go to, let's just say, this smaller measure target. Okay, it's a pretty small measure target. What is that like? I mean, that's like 30%. I mean, if I'm doing my math right now, just on top of my head, about 30%, a 7.2 cents area. So let's see what's on top of the price action right now. We are right at the 3-day 21 SMA. Let's see if we can actually hold that. We have the 3-day 50 SMA. It's about 6.5 cents area. The weekly 21 SMA, currently the blue line right here, is about the 6.5 cents area. And we don't have any monthly moving averages at this time. It's still pretty new in terms of this coin. Let's take a look into some key price levels, key price supports, okay? Now, keep in mind what I'm mentioning here is are noticeable key supports and resistances, okay? If you want to dig down into further details about supports and resistances, you guys can check the time frame that you guys are trading on, and then look for past trading history for noticeable resistances and supports. Okay, we can do that here for the we can do some of that here for the key supports here. Okay, so let's take a look at the key supports. First of all, it's going to be this group of candles right here at about that 5 cent area. Okay, 5 to 5.2 cents area. Okay, from this group of candles right here, as you guys can see, it is past supports, right? The next way down would be 4.8 cent area. That was past resistance. About that 4.5 cents area, okay? So 5 cents area, 4.8 cents area, and then quite a bit of strong support at about that 4.5 cents area, okay? If it's actually going to break those, then we're going to come back and rechart this. Now, if you guys want to see more updates on Radix, be sure to like, subscribe, comment. If enough of you guys want to see a follow-up, I'll be sure to bring you guys a follow-up on this market. Let's talk about my personal sentiments and opinions on this market. But before we do, if you guys have made it this far into this video, thank you very much. If you guys don't already have a Webull account and want to get some free stocks, make sure to check out my referral link down below. They're still giving away free stocks valued up to $3,000. Terms and conditions do apply when you guys use my referral link down below. If you guys are going to trade anyways, want to get some free stocks, I did enjoy using Webull as an exchange for both cryptos and stocks. But with any one exchange, I would not put most or all my money onto any one exchange. In case one does go down, I don't get wrecked, okay? So I personally diversify my funds across different exchanges. If that's something that sounds like it makes sense to you, check out my referral link down below, and I will also get a referral bonus if you guys sign up using my link. Let's go over to Bitcoin. So Bitcoin here had a pretty good week, okay? We're about to close out the weekly candle here in about 6 hours, and we do have a pretty good looking bullish candle here, okay? Now, as I've been talking about for the past couple of weeks on this weekly time frame, very possible bearish breakdown here at about that 24.7K area, I would say. Weekly 50 SMA is coming up, and currently is about that 24.3, 24.4K area. It's coming up to that neckline there. So, you know, that's going to be a good sign, because if the price action does break down, that's one less support I would have to worry about in terms of a bounce if I was going short. Now, so if it actually comes up to 24.7K and, you know, the price action breaks 24.7K, it'll be to break this neckline as well as this major moving average altogether, right? That's in terms of a short perspective. In terms of a long perspective, I think it also helps as well, because, you know, if I was holding longs, which I am, then, you know, I don't really have to wonder, right? If, you know, if this price action breaks 24.7K, the next level down is like what, a little over like maybe 2%, a little about 2%. Should I just keep my longs and just wait and see if the price action breaks that moving average? So that's also in terms of a long perspective as well. That's, you know, what I'm thinking, right? So this moving average coming up further to the neckline is good, right? Because there's less questions if that gets broken as well as the neckline. That is just my opinion, right? Now let's take a look into the 4-hour time frame, where I've talked about this falling wedge pattern, right? Broken out of this falling wedge pattern on this 4-hour time frame. Measure target is about 29.2K area. If the price action actually meets this measured targets, that's very good for the overall crypto markets as a whole, because when Bitcoin moves up, it typically drags a lot of the altcoins up with it, okay? Not all of them, but a lot, okay? Now, let's take a look into this breakout right here, because I did mention that since the price action has broken out, it has formed this rising channel pattern, which is typically a bearish pattern. It looks like it could actually be breaking down right now. Let's see if we can actually adjust this bottom trend line to actually fit a rising channel form. As long as, you know, these two trend lines are kind of parallel, then, you know, then in my opinion, it's still a rising channel form, because it's the form that matters, right? If it no longer holds the form, then I would consider that to be a breakdown, right? One thing to be paying attention to, which we will get some kind of clue in the next 5 minutes as the time of recording of this video, is the 6-hour 21 SMA, which is the blue line that's coming up to this bottom trend line here, okay? 26.4K right now. Let's see if that would, you know, help the price action bounce. If this price action actually breaks out of this rising channel to the upside, that's very bullish for Bitcoin, at least in the short term, right? Because this is a short-term bearish pattern. this rising channel anyways, even though it has broken out of a bigger falling wedge pattern, okay? So if it actually breaks down from this rising channel pattern, then we're going to have to rechart this and revisit and see what's going on instead, because when data comes in, we have to constantly refresh the charts. I don't have a fixed opinion on the market, of course, because data is constantly coming in and I will constantly digest it. And what I do, I will bring you guys the updates. Now, that's basically it for this post. If you guys want to see more of Radix, like I said, like, subscribe, comment. I will bring you guys in another follow-up if enough of you guys want to see it. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great weekend. See you guys later.